especially for Russia's moneyed class, English culture also had its impact. Tolstoy's favorite author, for instance, was...
Dickens.
Yes. And, of course, last week we covered Dostoevsky's main authorial influences.
George Sand and Balzac.
Good. As Tolstoy commenced writing both War and Peace and Anna Karenina, Count Leo would turn to...
David Copperfield.
Correct. He would turn to David Copperfield for inspiration.
I'm going to be editor next year.
Well, good for you.
I'm also the top of the class, and I intend to be valedictorian when I graduate.
Okay, I'm going now.
You'll never catch up. You'll never beat me. The school is my domain, and the Franklin is my domain. And don't you ever forget that. Okay, so here's how it should go. Madeline will do the introductions, I'll handle the debate. Rory will do the conclusion, and Louise will take questions.
Why do you automatically get to handle the debate?
Because I'm the most experienced at it. Trust me, you want her to handle the debate. She never gives up.
Here, Paris. Tristan might like this.
Can we just work, please?
Yeah. Oh, lifers.
Hey, geez. We have a debate to organize here, and this conversation is quickly veering towards the subject of French kissing and glitter eyeshadow, trashy or trendy. And I, for one, have no intention of being humiliated in front of the whole class because we were forced to study in the middle of a carnival, and you two couldn't keep your eye on the prize. I want to win, and I'm going to win. The structure of the Elizabethan government is relatively sound. The division of power between the monarchy, the Privy Council, and the Parliament all seem to work. Agreed?
Agreed.
Ditto.
Okay. So in establishing our own government, I think duplicating a similar structure would be good, with a few alterations. Queen Elizabeth chose to remain unwed. She took on the burden of leadership all by herself at a time when possibly marrying the Prince of France or the King of Spain would have solidified her throne while expanding her empire. We are talking about government class, not the movies. God, why can't I get one person to care about this as much as I do?
Okay, fine.
So I secured us the classroom to work tomorrow and Sunday so that by Monday, we'll be ready.
We're working all weekend?
You're kidding.
Take this. It's an outline for the overall system. Appointment methods, some basic laws and penalties, plus some random ideas. Please be ready to discuss it tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the morning. Don't be late.
Of fiction, read it. It's a remarkable manifesto that contains basic truths that still apply to fiction in any form. All right, so, Henry James, the man of the moment. Pick your book, read it carefully. A full report on my desk 1 week from today. Any questions?
You didn't take one note. You resorting to the osmosis theory of learning?
Why do you care?
I don't. Just making an observation.
Great. We'll build a dome over you and jam a telescope in your head.
PJ Harvey. Oh. You don't want to go? I'll see. You don't. It's not you.
I have multiple personalities. It might be one of me.
It's hours of hammering and drilling and dirt, and it's horrible. You'll hate it. This is my wall.
What?
I've been working here. I put together this entire wall. Go work someplace else.
You put together this wall?
Go help with cement.
It's very impressive.
I've done it a million times before. It's no big deal. Louise, what did I just tell you? Use a grub axe for that. Rebuilding Together is an extremely prestigious and respected organization. I've been volunteering for them for years.
Really? You just love the overalls?
I don't. Harvard does.
What does that mean?
When you apply to an Ivy League school, you need more than good grades and test scores to get you in. Every person who applies to Harvard has a perfect GPA and great test scores. It's the extras that put you over the top. The clubs, charities, volunteering. You know.
Oh, yeah. I know.
I started volunteering in 4th grade. I handed out cookies at the local children's hospital. By 10, I was leading my first study group. The youngest person in the group was 12.
Wow.
I've been a camp counselor. I organized a senior illiteracy program. I worked a suicide hotline. I manned a runaway center. I've adopted dolphins, taught sign language, trained seeing eye dogs.
But when did you have time to have a life?
I'll have a life after I graduate from Harvard.
Act 5.
Act 5. Act 5.
Act 5.
Why don't they just sew our sides together and rename us Chang and Ang? Now, I want everyone to read the chapters on acting I photocopied out of Houseman's memoirs tonight. Everyone will be off book by Friday, and if you plan on missing a rehearsal, you better bring a coroner's note.